Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video. Part 4. After returning back inside the house, it was just about the time Elenice and Sylphie were coming down the stairs. The area around Elenice's eyes had swelled up, but it was a somewhat refreshed expression. Ah, Rudy. Ariel-sama is. Just now, she returned home. I see, sorry, about leaving that to you. Did Ariel-sama say anything? That she would leave things about Sylphie in my care. I wonder how I can speak about the duel. And just as I was thinking about it, Cliff blurted it out. Luke suddenly challenged Rudius to a duel. But, as expected of Rudius, he finished the opponent off in a single hit with a counter. I wish I could have shown you too the appearance of that insufferable man holding his arm crouched on the ground. As expected of Cliff, he can't read the mood. It doesn't really matter, but it seems that Cliff doesn't like Luke very much, huh? No, well, let's say that's fine. After hearing that, Sylphie lowered her eyebrows. Rudy, did you get into a fight with Luke? No, rather than a fight, it was more like being challenged to a duel in the presence of Princess Ariel. I see. I'm sure Luke wanted to ascertain it as well. What? Rudy's strength? Until now, the one who has put their body forth protecting Ariel-sama, and I was Luke after all. If it's being said, then it's not like I don't understand. However, I really wonder if Luke was thinking such things like a hot-blooded man. I guess I shouldn't really arbitrarily decide something about a person based on preconceived notions. I guess it would mean that guy is a man as well. They have backbone after all, boys do. Rather, even though my wife just heard that her husband was challenged to a duel, I wonder if she won't worry about me or something. For the time being, the opponent was using a real sword though. But, thank you, Rudy. For what? Going easy on Luke as an opponent? Since Luke is weak, if Rudy got serious against him, he'd die, right? Somehow it seems like she can't imagine me losing from the start. I'm not injured either. With Cliff's explanation, it seems she has no reason to worry. With this fixed, Luke is pitiable as well. To think Sylphie would assert him being weak. Well, this side went with that sort of feeling. Did you finish talking on your side? Yeah. Sylphie nodded happily. Part 5. Well then, it seems that after all, Elenice was Sylphie's grandmother, in other words, Rals's mother. For she who was producing half-elves all over the place, with the combination of the curse and her original personality, the trouble never stopped. Elenice's method of conducting herself seemed to have only gotten skillful in these past few decades. She's passed time without getting into any great trouble after that. However, before that, the source of evil still remains. Now, it's firmly rooted. Particularly, it seems that her time with the elves was terrible. Elenice's children, just by learning that they're her children, it's only natural to avoid them. They've been persecuted, without being treated like people. In the end, they were finally chased out of the village. It seems that happened numerous times. It seems that Elenice being abused by her children or grandchildren in passing has already happened more than a few times. Therefore, when Elenice gives birth to children, she never reveals her own name. She looks after them until they grow into adults that can look after themselves, and then cuts off all ties. It seems such things have continued like that. It seems she realized at a glance that Sylphie was her own grandchild or great-grandchild. But it seems making contact as little as possible was what she was thinking. In the end, after seeing Sylphie so happy getting married, she ended up being overcome with emotion and crying though. It's a heavy story. It feels like tears will start flowing reflexively. However, since it was concluded in a way that she can be satisfied with, she finds it unnecessary to accept any lousy attempts to be consoled. After hearing that story, I was called over to the corner of the room by Cliff. Rudius. What is it, Cliff Senpai? Senpai is already fine, honorifics are fine as well. Starting today, please call me without honorifics as Cliff. No, do it. A senpai order, huh? No, I'll stop with poking fun. It's about Lisa though, yeah. Honestly, Lisa is different from the kind of person I was thinking. Oh, and? As expected, he's been disillusioned, huh? It's not as if I don't understand. The partner who you've always liked and thought about, putting aside children, they even had grandchildren after all. Furthermore, according to the story we've heard, it seems there's a possibility she has great-grandchildren. If it were me, then I'd receive some amount of shock. Even though I say that, after hearing that story just now, if he says, help me separate from her, as expected, even I will get angry. It's not like Elenice has deceived Cliff. Cliff misunderstood at his own convenience and started to like her. Feeling disillusioned after knowing the truth, it's a common story, but I would be disgusted. Although, I won't try to stop him. I would completely cut off ties with such trash and tell Elena it's fine for her to start living in this house today. In that case, depending on Sylphie's approval, it might end up with a pseudo-parent and child bowl. Number 1 won't be with anyone except Sylphie. No, but indirectly you could say it's for Sylphie's sake after all. Lisa is a more pitiful person than I imagined. I absolutely want to fix the curse for her. Since I'm a genius, I think I'll eventually fix it, but in order to raise the certainty as well, will you please lend me your help? Who is the trashy sleazebag? It's me. I'm sorry. After hearing that story, you won't be disillusioned or anything, will you? Disillusioned? There's no way I could think that. What are you saying? It was a single line without hesitation. Be you, but the person you like has slept around with a variety of partners, and putting aside children, she even has grandchildren, you know? What about that? I'm a Millist believer. Regardless of my partner's circumstances and how different it is from my ideal, I have a responsibility to make the lone woman who said she loved me happy. He said it. My body is trembling. Dangerous. I might have been looking down on Cliff a bit. After this, I wonder if it would be better to call him Cliff-san. I understand. If it's something that I can do, I'll help with anything. Yeah, it's reliable knowing that I can borrow your power. I did a handshake with Cliff. Cliff's small hand shook it with a powerful grip. Rather, stop it with the honorifics. You and I are friends, right? No way. What was sprouting within my chest was respect towards Cliff. Even if it may be my poor ability, it'll become his power. Part 6. Finally, Elena, and Cliff left. It became just Sylphie and I alone. The two of us were putting in order the room left untidy by our guests. Even though I say it was left untidy, they are a group that fundamentally knows manners. It's at most to the degree of wiping something that spilled on the floor up. There was a bit of food left over, but it's better than not having enough, right? Well, it's today's dinner. Around the time cleaning ended, the sun was setting and the surroundings became dark. I turned on the lights and returned to the living room. After sitting on the 3-person sofa, Sylphie quietly sat down next to me. Various things happened, but isn't it great that it went well? While placing her head on my shoulder, Sylphie said that and laughed. With this single day today, I'm suddenly worn out. That's right. After putting my arm around her shoulder, Sylphie was completely entrusting her body weight to me. After burying my face in her hair and smelling it, it's a sweet scent. Rudy, it tickles. While saying that, Sylphie didn't seem to dislike it. Which is why, just like that, I continued to smell it. Rudy, I think I'm going to grow out my hair. Suddenly, Sylphie said such things. Growing out her hair. In the past, it was something I suggested to her a number of times, but she always rejected it. In the past I always thought a twin tail or ponytail would suit Sylphie, but I never thought it would be realized. Is that fine, I wonder? Why does that become honorifics? Because it's a serious discussion? It's not all that serious of a talk, you know. I as well. Look, my hair's color, it's not green anymore, right? Ariel-sama told me to become feminine as well. But I still plan to wear pants at school. At least I thought it might be better to just grow out my hair. I see now. It means she's already not feeling a complex about it anymore, I guess. You won't wear a uniform for girls? Yeah, it won't suit me. I don't think that's the case though. Alright, next time I'll buy one, and that's fine just with that. But well, I want to see a Sylphie with long hair as well. There's no doubt it's certainly cute. Though you're already cute now. Hey, thank you, yeah. Then, I'll let it grow out. Now that it's come down to it, it will soon be time to say farewell to this short hair Sylphie as well, huh? It won't be good if I don't firmly ingrain it in my memory while I can now. No, but if you cut the hair it can be seen again soon though. In order to always be loved by Rudy, it won't be good if I don't give it my best. What's with that line? It will make me cry though. Why am I loved this much? It won't be good if I don't put in the effort to not be hated by her as well. Or Sama type. That's slightly different it seems, so I'll forget it. I'll stop with the dense type and aim for being a sensitive man. I don't know if I can do it or not, but no, I'll give it my best. Sylphie, thank you for today. Yeah, Rudy as well, thank you. But, as expected, I'm tired for today. Let's get into the bath and pass time comfortably. Just like this, Sylphie and I got married. That's it guys, thank you for watching, subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.